ha!
Hey, Makoto!
Yo.
Sorry. Ah, well, hello.
Indeed.
My bad, my bad.
What's your problem?
Yo. Hmm.
Ah.
What?
Yo.
However,
Always has her stuff together. Listen to everyone talk like that. A small dark speck of unease rolls up inside me. Let's take a look inside. Took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then everything went black. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I've never seen before. And when I sat up, I saw someone look at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before.
Ah!
Oh, Joy, finally, are you okay?
Yeah.
Now's no time to sleep. Get your ass up.
Well,
So, was it a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. The deep darkness worked its way through my body, then exploded out of me.
Just give up.
What? What?
Calm down.
Monokuma, he told
So, correct.
Wrong. Hey,
I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school.
listen up.
As long as that's a fire possible. Well, the fair time.
But come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you.
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dog get shot out with a Gatling gun. Do you remember what I told you when this all began?
Yahoo!
You said because so you could graduate. Someone just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
He's lying. Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
wrong.
Sorry, one of you now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could just like to what? Hold on a second, look at my they all have the same
What is this?
someone killed someone.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on, don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we go any further, I'd like to confirm something because there's stuff I don't want to hear. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from school, right?
Huh?
Come on.
Don't blame them. That's what you said. If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Hey, come on now.
Hellishly naive. No. The real thing just began.
Now then.
Ready? I'm going to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduating. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. Nope, that's the stupid question not hearing now. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then
You're
perhaps.
referring to rule number 6 of school regulations. If you're the black and can't be found out by the officers.
In other words,
Bingo! Not just a case of you actually get away with it. Challenge me the system in place to assess whatever or not is being gotten away with.
yahoo!
So, a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. They'll begin in a few hours after the murder. Everyone again? spotless. Only one mistake that they showed.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well,
What?
what?
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane. Well done. Uh-huh. Hey!
The hell are you talking about?
Huh?
What the?
What's this?
Stop it!
What?
The hell are you talking about? Shut the hell up!
I don't believe it!
Stop it!
Shing!
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear Gungnir.
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
Right at the end, and just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
Well now. Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
It was the first time I've seen some holes on the
Hey,
Still more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as
Why? I knew it.
say what? Damn it! Well now. It's the Monokuma file!
So then, correct.
Well?
With that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Jungo's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, we set away. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock to us. And there was more to it than that. We didn't know if the other had actually noticed.
Hey,
What?
in other words,
What the heck?
That's terrible!
just a second.
Of course.
What the heck?
You just have to do it. Let's do this. why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. Terror to find how, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Okay, what's that?
What should I do?
Huh? Huh? Don't fuck with me.
Hey,
Hey, what?
Stop talking.
So then.
But what the heck? Oh.
What the crap?
huh?
Ah. Eh? What the heck?
Are you serious?
What the heck? What? Let me out of here!
What's your problem?
So then. So,
Actually,
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yo. Hey, damn it. fucking dead.
I'll skip the talk and kill the gun. Seriously,
So, anyway, this is very. So,
I'm not sure that's
Huh. Oh yeah?
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Bzz, bzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
The victim was Sayaka Manzano. Time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Monaco photos room in all the death took place in the crime. The other death was established in the abdomen. There was also a bleeding in the wrist right now. This is the rest of the crime. Profile has been added to triple section of the handbook. Okay,
Help me!
focus on his eyes, a triple section. There's a key on the ground. It has your name on it. Section of handbook.
Hey.
By the way.
Oh, look, Yoko there.
You son of a bitch! Duh, shit. You're fucking dead. Yo.
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching? Did you lose a contact or something?
Listen. I see. Hey. So... Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living here. You know, look like the ring in my room has been used, but I never touched it.
I see. Well,
Yo. What? 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 By the way.
First is a galaxy on the wall.
Wait. Huh. Well. Well.
Get to me. I couldn't afford to freeze up now. Before I myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that mirrored her. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why did she have to die? I find out what happened. I want to give up. I want to collapse, but that's not helped me up and supported me. I look past the market to the wall behind us. There I saw. Photoshop
It would seem.
Found it rainbow. But the lady knows it's
Right. So. Well, Makoto. Makoto. What?
Bathroom door frame has been altered.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? Well, actually, I'm referring to the fucking doorknob. Oh, the doorknob.
That's right.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Well, just try closing the door. I did want to shut the door. Huh?
So then. It would seem. So. Just a second.
You mentioned that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, I did talk to Axel about the last
Hmm? I see. Goodbye.
I still don't really understand any of this, but I already got given my room good once over me. It was wrong somewhere else. So I was looking into where the murder weapon might have been come from. So I could tell how much I told myself what was in that video. I thought I was sure there was some other
Seems like...
Most suspicious.
Very strange.
No, you gotta move on. You're not gonna switch rooms last night. You didn't even try to make a decision. Yeah, which seems also still responsible for her death. What did you say? Huh? No. She wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Okay. The reason Sakura was killed is it because I just made a switch? Switch room? Is it because of me? Then it should have been me that time? Is that what she was denying? Oh, okay, so technically, as I say, I could use it across the board.
Listen to me! You hear me? Got it! Ha 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 ha!
Okay, so, okay, that's what you guys just get.
Huh? I'm sorry.
Help me!
Well, as for me,
about that. But I don't really like songs. I already know. What the fuck did I just press?
Monokuma appears! No, you can't go any further! 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 Here we go!
Very strange. So in other words, so that's it.
Hey, listen! Hey, you bastard!
Oh,
You... Is it, like...
There's no way to think about this in a common sense.
You know what I mean.
Completely unforgivable!
Give me a break.
What?
Da 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 da! Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Yankee,
Without a doubt.
you're surely not planning to use checkpoints so ever, right? Fiend, find this all along. No. No, this is for any evidence or not. There are short looking glass scattered around.
Is this perhaps...
Green button and yellow button. There's no doubt they relate to the big mechanism.
Yes, indeed. Was it a fairy?
I feel as if...
Most suspicious.
Hello, Zombie Queen Pink One. If you want me to say a simpler version of your name, okay. But sadly enough, I've seen gameplay. Well, I've seen the game mainly through one of my friends, but I only saw their stream from the triple murder. Basically everything from the beginning up till then is a sort of black for me. But I kind of know what's going to happen and stuff like that. But I still would like to experience like doing all the investigation and stuff like that. Fun game. But sooner or later, eventually I will get to Danganronpa the 2, 3, and the other episode. I keep forgetting what that one's called. And those 3 are total blank for me, so those will be like legit reactions. But I felt like I should at least play the first one before, because even though I know what the first one does, and I could have just skipped to number 2, but I felt like, no, I should at least play the first one by myself, and then get to number 2.
Completely unforgivable!
Professor 2, I mean,
That's it! I'm sure of it!
all the mysteries have been solved one by one. Okay, that should be it.
Come on, come on.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. God damn it, what is that key again? There we go. Is this better? I did it again. What key am I pressing? First off this one. I greatly appreciate Zombie. And hello, Tickle. But thank you for the moment. So much again to put up.
Sayaka Mizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
So the screen went dark, and the next moment, I saw something I could barely believe.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart.
So wait, is my audio so efficient?
None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
fixing this for? Sure, I'm going the right way, game audio so loud or what? Nigga, if the game audio is so loud, I can still lower that on my OBS. Hey Hero, I got some. Can I? Hey Hero, can I ask you something? I had another guy to break. Yo, stop out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Does this look familiar? Huh? That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed! What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was glass. He said it was unbreakable. How did it break?
What?
He said it's glass, not crystal. I actually sold it. He belongs to the police history. Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. Says whoever controls the crystal ball controls the world. Is that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say we know that was wrong to you. Yeah, that's mine for sure. I thought we got in the laundry room last night. Someone must have came by and snatched it. That's in the laundry room? That means someone could have found the antenna. Thanks, you know. That's all I want to know. By the way, I'm always afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that stuff? Stay with for 40 things for 2 full years. Like, fucking hell! That's really cute back there. It's just too stupid. I can't even go back. Okay, I lowered the game audio in on the freaking OBS. Also, since I skipped to the stuff because, like I said, I joined watching my friends gameplay late. I don't know this type of stuff. Hero. You are utterly stupid. You wasted $1 million on a fucking crystal ball. Just because the guy said, "Oh, it can control the world," like, no one would sell that type of thing. Okay, that's good to hear. So I gotta go to the laundry room, which is... Oh yeah, it's back in the dormitory. Oh no, wait, I forgot. No, wait, I don't remember now. What the fuck? I forgot, I gotta figure out where the knife came from. It's a knife. Oh, Hina, are you guys getting in the dining hall? Oh no, I was just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we saw me. All the first time for me, you know. I had the first clue what I should have done. I know what you mean. I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps to keep me calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've been kind of hanging around here. That's all the truth. I've been doing the same thing since last night when I saw you kill. Marble meat, salted meat. There's nothing to think about food. Oh, I got a coin. Sweet. Gonna get another coin for this. A bunch of fruit. First of all, fall off. Is there anything you roll by random? Yes, I do. And there you go. All kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small bunch. Looks like one of them is missing. What? Was he missing from the very beginning? Or let's see if I know what more about it. Kitchen knife has been added to the choose section of the bullet. Damn it, press that. Hey, so do you know when the kitchen knives are missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. Like a knife just on the spring like that? Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember, they were all lined up in nice, neat row. So when did you know one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I think I got some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But then I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives is gone. So you're saying the knives are there while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it? Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't came to the dining hall last night. That proves I didn't take it. That's all I could count. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not! I would never! You know, you really think I murdered her?
because, I mean,
She was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, we're supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her? On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, and then one killing the other is classical drama setup. So, when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. There's the ding dong bing bong.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Nowhere to go? No, I have to go. And yeah, automize. As always, all transfers here. I've been curious about this thing. Host Peak was just slightly remodified for the killing game.
You!
So, like these stuff, like everything was like normal school stuff, but it got modified a tiny bit for school game purposes. So my question is, what the hell did this thing used to be before it became the trial room? That's my question. You're late, Makoto. We all been waiting for you. I guess you're afraid you will be scared as the murderer. There you are.
Listen to me!
It's not time for cruising just yet. Save that for the class round. Then we're gonna reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they're all convinced I did it. But I didn't do it. Miyazaki both knew that all too well. But then who is the killer? Well, what reference? I think something skipped on my head.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Oh, do I gotta tell everyone?
What?
Because
What?
you even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible. You know?
Telling you I didn't do it.
Hey,
There's no point in sitting around here. Sell your resolve and step into the future. Let's get started.
Got it!
Tonight, I can understand that you're the culprit. Maybe you're also leaning that way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're 99% sure it's me. Bastard.
well then.
Oh! I meant to talk to Chihiro. Let's all begin.
Yes,
Good-
indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, not scared. Isn't quite right.
Makoto.
Said before, but it's up to you to go uncover the missing out so I can case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. And if uncover the truth that is death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Miyako honor. I saw in front of who really killed the real killer. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. He stepped forward, I could feel my heart stirring to race faster. Ready on the elevator when it stepped on. The door closed and the elevator started to move. Yeah, I guess I'll never know what the others had to say. Oh well. So I was descending a very clunky sound toward the school's basement. Wonder if this is how the death row inmates feel when time finally comes.
Oh,
What's in that? It's not more like definite waiting to receive this judgment. Honestly, too much. Examining the other sword as further and further into the balls lowered. I don't know why I saw it there with an S. You finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel like just a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, find your assigned seat and sit down.
Yahoo!
Now, hurry up. We don't sit, we stand. Sit and on our seats. Seats are arranged in a giant circle. I like to point out they did this overview at this specific angle. I'm pretty sure for a reason. Like, I think you can't see my mouse, but I'm hovering over said reason. So that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention uneasy to someone else onto someone else. What the fuck? I cannot read that. The air seemed to go heavy as we sat there. You're standing! So the camera door, first case open. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly face. A deadly class strong. Yes, I'm saving. Increased damage to the opponents when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time event. Increased bullet capacity, effective during the bullet time.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Okay, keep your mind out of the gutter.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I know, I had to be ready to speak without anything. About everything! Fuck it against me. Because this isn't just about me, everyone else lies on the line. Your first step, non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? As things progress during each trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. I've seen them, there's a lot. During the discussion, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they said. Any relevant truth in it you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim fire and with the left mouse. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right one. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during the argument, you can review the control. Well then, good luck, and have fun. Back argument. Evidence of struggle.
I assert that the one who was...
Okay, influence gauge. If you choose the wrong statement or triple, you will take damage. Use your influence gauge will reach 0. That'll be in the case. Focus gauge. This determines how much concentration you do. Concentration. By holding down the space key, you can concentrate on slow down the passage time. This will consume your focus gauge, and you won't and you can't concentrate when it's empty. Fast forward. Hold the control key to speed up the debates. Okay, so space to slow down and control the control to speed up. When a character is talking, some text may appear yellow. This is a weak spot, and it represents a potential line or contradiction in an argument. Multiple weak spots may appear, and we have to figure out the right one and attack it, which will allow you to move to the trial forward. Finding truth bullets. Press the left mouse to fire whatever truth bullets you have loaded. Loading bullet. Move the mouse wheel up and down to in select a truth bullet. What the fuck? What? Well, I don't know. Quickly, if you press the Q key, true bullets will be automatically loaded according to their order. True bullet flashback. If you target a weak spot and hold down the buttons, you can use a weak spot as a temporary true bullet later in the argument. Wait, if it's... argument. These flashback bullets will disappear as soon as you use them or switch another true bullet. Silencer. You can eliminate white noise while your silencer beats targeting and press the right mouse button. You eliminate white noise. This way your timer will increase. However, if you choose something else, you will lose time instead. Trial by fire.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, so now I see why people are struggling. The same moves on the song.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used at Kasaka.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's big more to that. Well, not set straight. You gotta hear more. You can constantly holding down the space. Okay, so they're gonna explain it to later. So I just get this shit. Okay. Done this way. While you're concentrating time, slow down so you can pay close attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, if you're sitting around to make it easier to suck it. Concentrating like this can super focus in this case, you can't concentrate. But the focus will recover over time, so let the brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well, then good luck and have fun. Oh, shit, here, I want to give them a hug.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was...
No, that's wrong! Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead, and say it all you want!
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier? Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops, did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
What? You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are we talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Siri is weird like that.
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
You shut up.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn. Don't do something about blaming me for the murder. Don't you understand? When you convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, If the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
First Hangman Gamut is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Alright guys, let's see how this works. The thing advances further to the classroom. As things for fucking Christ, I don't know what's my brain. As things advance further in the classroom, the Hangman's Gamut will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the evidence in question. You have to reduce the phrase from the letters flowing around and the letters already known. Read the phrase by shooting down the flowing letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim and press the left button to shoot the side letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you set it down to your influence gauge. In this case, you're 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck. Seems like you should have been deceived, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. You know what that something is.
Now I understand! That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor!
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true!
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Thanks.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is down to the killer broke.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
The character said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice that first, but is that the key point here? There's been more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? From here on, the number of weak spots will start to going up. But no, how many weak spots are essentially only one line of contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. as a triple on the wrong, if you use a triple on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute, but what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if you raises you fail. And rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't have been locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
Oh, hey, monkey.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
You shut up.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how furnished she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sokka could let someone else in there because...
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place. Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
This is what I want to talk to you about. This is Justice Suit. In 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the name and make sure you don't get the wrong okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
That note... Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was...
No, that's wrong! The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
Everyone knows this because they kept mentioning it to me, but never fully saying it.
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right? Okay, then who did it?
The only person who has switched the nameplates. The only person who knew he had switched rooms.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Definitely I want to talk to everyone just in 5 minutes. Check the nameplates and make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the 6 is because when you look at the wrist, there's no down.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about nonsense debates. Okay, you're getting used to these nonsense debates. Starting the next debate, you'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spot, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right turn bullets with the right weakness to refute each statement. Come with the wrong combination, will take damage to the influence gauge. You can press the Q to rotate the cylinder and choose a bullet. That's fine. Then hold the Q button to cycle to reach bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logical difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded in the cylinder. For our purpose this time, the logical difficulty will be set to me. Well then, good luck, have fun.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay, so yeah, I picked the right
When the
one.
fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
Yep,
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you are going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sakura washed the gold point for now because there's certain there's regulation that I'm talking about what happened to the gold.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who done the sheet should have been the one who fought the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
The way she fucking says his name.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Obviously, I committed the criminal killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, What the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe if I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sakura dying that reveals the real close man. Return her image 180 degrees, which will become crystal clear.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
That is the Leon tried to get rid of. The thing I found in the corner
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killers stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
What?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Can't wait for the famous Leon breakout.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The murder name is the button on the shirt was the killer one that was the riddle. There's something about the need to pay attention to in order to realize it.
Shoot!
Oop, that was wrong.
got it!
Oh, goddamn.
If we look closely
Where?
at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's not. I don't know where to use the incinerator if I'm putting the one. I'm putting it. That's what proves that Leon's a real killer.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
You're gonna have to use the glass ball as a center point, which was...
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi? Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. That is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll get a complete summary of the case. You'll have to produce a flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that the comics there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. You take aim at the missing section and press left on holy cow, you get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. also like the designs for this stuff. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't see that thing twice. Yes, this one.
Here's exactly what happened.
Hopefully I got it right.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, They left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
I have evidence? First bullet time by the button again. If you'd like to hear more. Yes. Sometimes during class roll, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. During the BTB, you just show your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Mash your button presses with the V sample marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Alright, you press the right box button to lock on an opponent's statement. Just so it's something you locked on with the less bounce button as a simple marker reaches the center. Use a method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consistently and you start a combo. Keep this going. You'll initiate a tempo off. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so the timing for hitting each button. So watch the problem for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent in the weak spot with the flip here. And this one, you can press the left button to shoot out with the truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute your statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. Just like before, if your mental gauge reaches 0 or your signal run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, so this is going to be rather than...
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
After show and clear evidence that I need to figure it out. Okay, so I gotta right click to...
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Where's your proof?
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, It had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid! Stupid!
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
No, not from concentrate. Concentrate. What's a mistrial?
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackie in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why... None of you are any different!
I'm one step and you be the one standing here. There's a complete chance I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept like that? As it's become clear, the decision we made was right after all. Then, when I think about it, I'll hold it off if we've been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But that's true. She was wrong. As well, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was there, that video actually had something to do with me. I couldn't even imagine. Or trapped here with no way out. The father waiting for me.
Why? Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. There's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she's descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew!
I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're on the other this for sex societies we travel, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing around with us. It's all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly enough friendly at lines that Monokuma bud.
That's enough.
I think I was giving a last on to my own without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it.
Ba-bum,
Oh,
ba-bum.
that was a close one. I thought for her you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just to avoid punishment you did.
Yes, indeed.
Nonsense. You so many revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial. The Blackie Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
Didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
Exactly, it was self-defense.
Hmm.
Did you or do not use your very own token? As you see threat yourself in the bathroom, you ran away with it, head back, you ran away, then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her.
Do you understand?
Nothing just stuck with you. Then you chose not to. Not because you had any unthought intent to commit murder.
So, that's why...
Oh.
You can't say the other soul to blame. Of course, I don't plan on playing Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
Wow. If it wasn't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh. You're wasting your sense of justice?
Hey,
It just happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. That's all. It's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. That the kind of justice that's within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Say those sweet words, Monokuma.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
No more begging, no more excuses. You may pay the penalty for breaking the rules society demands it. You must pay the rules.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
1,000 blows. That was the true fist of despair. I mean, we can't call it out. What else could we call him?
Extreme!
Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is going right out of control.
I can't take it.
I just can't take it.
Well?
Oh, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and keep living here forever. But it's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Fuck you. Why the fuck you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
In this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upsetting young citizen like me through just like a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It's like you're trying to use some common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I don't think that's the problem. That's what you're saying, and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
Shit, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must hate me to get so angry, huh? How did you do that? You're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you want to get out here. No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course, we can't cut free of the outside world. We're being trapped in this same place. You're trapped? You are trapped? Are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful that we all get to live in here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
There's some hero meeting in there.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Yeah, let's get to the weapon punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, okay?
hey,
When you say everyone, who the fuck are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I got to say. I need to say some of the fun from later. And just like that, it's gone. Because it's there, overrun by nightmares from reality. Ah. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We're all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one ever tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. It was in that moment.
just a second.
Okay, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, There's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? As far as I figure it out.
Listen.
Told you before the class y'all started. You had to figure out the mystery in this case with yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? That the thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool. Becomes such an easy target like that.
It's true.
It's like I meant to double cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her that now. Ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
Why did she use her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it? If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back to the person who can't kill her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. This is why her plan failed. Her decision attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leah, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
So if that's someone like that, you guys would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? That's... I could never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Neon, Sayaka, I carry them with me forever. I carry their memories with me for whenever I go. So instead of forgetting them, I've chosen the hard road. Oh, I have this expectation for you. Okay, now I'm thinking about freaking Kingdom Hearts Recoded with the Data Rocks as a Data Sora. About the pain in the heart. Oh, I have an expectation for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How do you know I wanted to talk to you about Sakura? Oh, well. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have a pretty good intuition. Okay, now this makes sense. I saw this in the anime. But now that I played the game, and that's the thing that Sayaka kept doing, that makes sense now. Chapter 1, 2 survive. The end. One chapter and 3 people are dead. To be continued. You received a despair bad present. 1 is the loneliest number. You guys want to save. Okay. Okay, that's the start of chapter 2, so I think for now I'm gonna end the stream. I've been going on for nearly 3 hours, and goddamn, does the chapter take long? I think I only did this is like my 3rd Danganronpa stream, because my stupid freaking tired curse keeps hitting me here right now. This is that because for some reason whenever I could be like fully awake like whole day, or like it's early in the it's like the early afternoon right now. I could be fully I'll be full of energy, and when I start streaming, all that energy gets depleted and I become tired. And when I stop streaming, I start to fully awake again. It's weird. I don't know why. But yeah, so I think those other 2 streams were 2 hours at most, and this one is like 3. So that's basically 7 hours for 1 chapter. So god fucking damn, I got a long way to go. But hopefully I can power through them. Oh, thank you very much, Sammy Queen, for the follow. But yeah, hopefully I can power through them, finish this one, and get on to number 2. But until then, hope you all have a wonderful day, and enjoy the rest of the day. Other than that, Goodbye. And see you the next time.